In case you needed one, this is an adult guide for MGA Miniverse Make It Mini Pizza Shop. Note the recommended age on this product before you purchase it, and double that by your child's frustration level and ability to manipulate small objects. Or if you're like me and 48 years old and losing the ability to manipulate fine objects, you are building a miniature to increase your fine motor skills. Okay, there we go. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Note, I did not read the instructions before I began, so I used double the amount of the sticky tape. That took me 10 minutes, and ultimate frustration in trying to get the white strip off of it. I recommend you laying it down and letting your child pluck it up. It did seem to go easier if you went from left to right. I don't know why. You are given 2 starting tiles, a white one and a red one. But because I saw the red and white floor on the box, and I again only looked at the instructions and saw the red and white floor, I did not realize that I could change this and do whatever I wanted, because I actually did read the instructions or looked at them. It was not explanatory. There was no dialogue. There was no pop-up menu to assist me. If you're going to let your child do this and they do not care about order, then let them do this. Just make sure that they fill up all the spaces, or then there's going to be dirty, sticky stuff. And I washed my hands, I promise. But if you are sensitive about that, again, let your child peel up the tape so you don't see all the hidden dirt on your hands that even though you washed it, it still shows. Note my really big background. That is the box that it came in, and I had decided I was going to build a pizza oven. We did not build a pizza oven, or yet. Now that I've put down my red and white floor looking exactly like the box, I am probably at this point not understanding why in other pictures the floor is different colored. And again, if you stick one of these tiles down, let somebody with better fine motor skills pick it back up. I did save all of the byproducts of the packaging so that I can create my pizza oven. That's what I was thinking of and wondering why I did not have enough sticky tape to complete this section of wall. Now I don't want it to look like the front of the box, and I am trying to see what kind of variation I'm going to put on it, and noting that my hands are still dirty even though I've scrubbed them with the potato brush. If you are someone who likes beverages made from wheat or grapes, I would not recommend this time to start, because I thought this was going to be a support beam. It's only a support beam if you're going to be putting something on top of it, but it is good to note that it fits through. Now I'm going to try to assemble the walls. What I should have noted is that I had the wall upside down. Didn't know it was upside down until I couldn't fit it inside of the space that it had given me. Completely frustrated, I realized I also only have 4 pieces of the sticky tape, and I ruined one of them. Because I don't want my pizza shop now to look like the front of the box or any of the other pictures, I decided to make 2 white walls, but then I found the brown panel and decided to put that under what I wanted to be a window, or where the oven's going to be. I did look at the instructions on how to install the railing, and again, because the instructions showed them put on a certain way, it did not occur to me to change that way, and I really wish that I had done this differently. However, because I've already made the holes in the walls, and my ability to transpose information from paper to practice is quite limited due to some dyslexia. And this was a struggle, so you can see me having to recount to make sure that I am doing what I need to do, because I could not see what I needed to see. I also realized at this point that a tool came with this kit. However, that tool was not sufficient to poke through the holes, so I used whatever that tool is that I have. Being mindful, of course, not to stab my fingers, which was halfway through, and then I got paranoid and I was really scared I was going to stab my fingers. At this point, I am still dismayed about that red and white floor, because I also have the ice cream parlor to put together, and I note that it is pink and white on the box, and I am extremely frustrated that I did not make another choice. Please note that you can decorate, paper this any way that you wish. I did not use the paper inserts. I will save those for another project. I apologize for the lighting. I have just returned home after being away for 2 months, and I have not set up my station, and I apologize for the sound because yes, I am walking in between the raindrops because I've been sitting for 6 hours building miniatures. Yes, it can be addictive. These shelves do not snap into place. They are just kind of freestanding up there. Again, I wish I had done something differently. I would have probably made a bar for people to sit at and added some chairs. Now, logically, I should have just been able to put this together looking at the instructions. But again, I have a problem with looking at instructions and then putting it into practice. So I frustrated myself doing so until I finally was able to follow what the pictures were telling me to do. Again, at this point, note the patience and patience level of your child and yourself when you're putting this project together, and make sure that you're ready for it. And if it takes you a lot less time than it took me, I'm happy for you. Note I'm putting the palette underneath because at the Italian restaurant I go to in Spain, which is funny, they have their basil planted in it, which I plan to do, and the piece of pizza that is on the countertop, which will be a window, was made by a student. Take care. Let me know if you want more.